What's up, everyone? Welcome to Kaden's Kitchen. Another episode here for you guys, and I know it's a different day than you're used to seeing me on. I know Kaden's Kitchen is usually on Thursdays, but there's a reason for that. I'm changing the day of Kaden's Kitchen to Saturdays. Wrestling with My Appetite is still on Mondays, but Kaden's Kitchen is going to be on Saturdays, just because it works better for me with my schedule from with work and stuff. But for right now, for this episode here, what we have is a Gordon Ramsay dish that I saw him make in a 3-minute video, part of which will be the beginning of this video. And it's a spicy sausage rice kind of thing. I don't know whether to call it like a jambalaya or a pilaf. I've pretty much settled on pilaf, which I do like me some pilaf. So I'm excited to make this, and let's hope Gordon Ramsay doesn't fail me, because he's never failed me before. Alright, so this recipe is actually very simple. All you need is 1 tomato. You need we need white onions or red onions, doesn't really matter. I'm going with white here. That's what I have in the house right now. Bell pepper, could be green, yellow, red, whatever color you want. He uses white wine in the recipe. However, I'm not going to use white wine. I don't have any in the house again. So I'm going to go with cider vinegar. It has the same sort of effect. Garlic cloves, hot Italian sausages that we're actually going to take the skin off of. And then long grain rice, salt, and chicken stock. And we're also going to use some parsley at the end for garnish. Okay, so the first things I've done here is I took the sausage out of the casing. I used 3 sausage links. I'm just going to season this kind of lightly with salt and pepper. It's got a lot of flavor already in it, so I don't need to do it too much. And then also, I have chopped up the onions and peppers. You want to dice the peppers. Ramsay says not too big, not too small, so I feel like that's probably not too big, not too small. And then I chopped the onions a little bit thicker than a julienne. Just you kind of want, that kind of stringiness to them. And now we are going to start the onions first, and then the peppers after, just because the onions will sweat off a little bit. 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the pan. Ramsay's very insistent on that, because he says there's a lot of moisture in the sausage and in the onions, and I agree with him there. Alright, so the onions are started off in the pan. They are sweating. Just trying to get them to cook down a little bit, release some of their moisture. Then we're going to add the peppers in, and then we'll be good to add the sausage. Okay, so I tossed the peppers in. Good color there. Again, same thing, low to medium heat. Just kind of get these to cook down a little bit. Also going to chop up 2 garlic cloves and throw them in here in just a few seconds. And then the sausage will be good to be added. Okay, so garlic's in. So what Chef Ramsay says to do is he says make a little, I guess, hole in the pan for the sausage, and then I'm just going to break the sausage up into little meatballs almost and drop it in the pan. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see what works. Alright, so I added the sausage to the pan like Ramsay said, like little meatballs almost. I feel like it's going to get smaller as we go, so that's good. So now, I think we're going to add the rice next. I got to check the recipe video to make sure, but I'm pretty sure rice is next. Onions are nicely caramelized. Again, just light salt, pepper. And I added a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Yes, I can actually say it. To a little, I don't even know what you'd call this. Jambalaya? No. There we go. I don't know. I don't know. What's the proper name for this? There's got to be something. So the next thing that Ramsay calls for is, after the sausage has been going for a few minutes, I added a teaspoon of smoked paprika to the pan. It's going to give it some smokiness, some nice flavor. And I'm excited about that. I do like paprika on a lot of things, so I trust Mr. Gordon Ramsay with most things when it comes to cooking, so let's hope that this is a good idea. So after we stir it around, the next thing we are going to do is add the rice. The rice is going to be a cup of the rice, long grain. I mean, you can really use any kind of rice you want to, but I'm using long grain because that's what Ramsay used. So like I said, 1 cup, and then we'll add it in. We're just going to kind of have the heat on a little bit higher, so we can just kind of sear the rice for 30 seconds. This is how I learned to make rice pilaf in school. So it's not going to be pilaf really. It's just going to sear the rice so we can get it to absorb the flavor of the sausage, of the peppers, of the onions, and we'll go from there. So I added the rice to the pan. You want to make sure you give it a hard stir because it is starting to clump up at the bottom of the pan. So now we're going to deglaze the pan. We're going to lower the heat a little bit, and we're going to add a half cup of the apple cider vinegar so it'll deglaze, hopefully absorb more flavor into the sausage, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I have used the apple cider vinegar to deglaze the pan. See right there, it's kind of, it was like black at the bottom there for a second ago before I put the cider in. And now we are going to add in the 1 cup of chicken stock, and then we're going to bring this to a boil and then let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we should be good to go, I think. Okay, so it's actually 2 cups of chicken stock, not 1. I misspoke there. But now it's all in, so we are just going to try to let this come to a boil, and we're going to let it simmer, like I said, and then we're just going to start the garnish now in just a second. So I've pretty much decided that this is a pilaf, and the longer I tasted it, right, the longer it went, the more I tasted it. I just felt like there was a little bit missing, because it was spicy, right, and it had like a taste of vinegar, a lot of different flavors. So I added some butter just for some richness. And to bring that up a little bit, and I also added some lemon juice for a little bit of freshness. We're going to add fresh chopped tomatoes at the very end when we garnish the dish, along with parsley. But I feel like the lemon juice will help as it cooks. It's pretty much done right now. I'm going to taste it again just to see how the rice is. But other than that, like the longer it cooked, the more flavor developed, and I was really happy about that. Well, top. Yeah, it's pretty much done. I think I like my rice with some bite to it, so depending on how you like your rice, if you like it really soft and mushy, then I would say let it go a little bit longer. But for right now, I'm pretty happy about where it's at. I'm going to let it go just a little bit longer, just a tad bit, and then I think I'm ready to plate and eat. Okay, so as per the request of Monsieur Ramsey, I have turned the heat off entirely, and I've added in the fresh chopped red tomatoes. Now, in his video, he also chops in some green onions and a little bit of fresh parsley. I don't have either of those things right now, so what I've done is I've just shook in some dried parsley, not the same effect, and then you'll see in his video, his is like a brighter than mine just visually. I think that's also because he used red pepper as well as red onion. I used white onion and green pepper, but I think the flavor should be there, so let's plate this and eat it. Alright, well I'm all decked out in Giants gear, and it's time to taste this. Alright, let's go. Gordon Ramsay's spicy sausage rice. I'm trying to get some tomato on the bite. There we go. I don't know how this is gonna taste. This is the first time I've made something where like I've never even tasted. Sausage and rice sounded weird to me when I even saw the recipe. So let's give it a taste. I guess it's probably pretty hot right now. See the steam? Yeah. So, like I said earlier, actually, a lot of different flavors coming at me at once, and I don't think it's a bad thing. It's kind of like creamy almost, because I think the stock with the rice. It's definitely acidic. I definitely taste the vinegar, so maybe the wine would be different. But spice is definitely there. I taste the paprika. I can even taste definitely taste the chicken stock. I taste the Worcestershire sauce. I think this is good. I think I taste everything that I put into this. So that's kind of an ultimate goal right there, isn't it? The longer it cooked, the more flavor developed, and the more it just brought it up really. The tomato definitely helps. Adds some freshness that the dish really needs, and a little bit of acidity to it. Which the only other acidic thing I put in was the lemon juice. So I'm glad for the tomato. I think it would be better with fresh parsley on top. It'd be better with green onions on top. Like I said, I don't have that right now. Probably should have gotten some, but I didn't. But I think this is a success. Wow. And it makes a lot. I've only got a bowl right here. It makes a whole lot. So if you got like an event, which, COVID, but if you have a safe event, or when COVID's over, where you got a lot of people you gotta feed, if you want to get something spicy out there, make this. It's not hard. It's really simple ingredients. It's simple directions. If you have the white wine and the parsley and all that, it helps. But I made it without that, and I think this is pretty good. The flavor is 1,000,000% there. And it's really good. I really like this. I like this better than some of the other stuff I've made. It's the best thing I've probably made since maybe the pancakes. Yeah, just delicious. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching so much. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please give it a comment. See what you want me to make next. This is kind of where I want to take Kaden's Kitchen, and kind of make recipes from famous chefs and stuff like that, just to see how I do. And there's going to be some other stuff on there. But yeah, so like I said, thank you guys for watching this. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. This is delicious though. Please give it a try. But until then, wash your hands, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.
The secret of making great food is to ensure you lock in every last ounce. of flavour in that pan. And this spicy sausage rice does exactly that.